Hello! Today I'm making a video about what is autism and how is it diagnosed. I'm going to make this in two sections. The first section is a short to give a basic introduction, and then if you're still interested and you want to go to the longer video, take a look in the other section and you can watch the whole video with much more details about psychometry and other things. Psychometry meaning the testing. Okay. Hello, my name is Faith. If you're new to my channel, I'm a psychoeducational consultant who mostly talks about the brain. So today, autism. So about 60% of the clients that I test directly do have autism. And a couple times in each school year, I do see a child who doesn't have an autism diagnosis, but I'm administering the tests to see if they are going to get an autism diagnosis. That decision is made by my clinical supervisor who reviews all of my work. And so, autism, what is it? Autism spectrum disorder is a neurological difference that is genetic in origin. So it does run in families, but not always, but it is genetic in origin, and it causes a difference in the person's brain, the processes, the structures. So when people with autism have a brain scan, sometimes they do see differences. When they have genetic testing, sometimes they find the cause, and it's often multiple genes. These tests aren't perfect either though, so it is they're not exactly uniform in the findings, but they do find differences in genetics and brain structure and functioning. So that's what autism is. The symptoms fall under two categories. One category is social communication. The other category is repetitive, restricted interests, repetitive behaviors and restrictive interests. So, social communication, repetitive behaviors, and restricted interests. So in order to get an autism diagnosis, they need a certain number of symptoms of a social communication difficulty and a certain number of symptoms of repetitive behaviors or restricted interests. They don't have to currently have those symptoms. They could be historical symptoms, because sometimes people do have some symptoms that improve or go away. What I want to mention before I cut the short and move on to the longer part of the video is the word autism the name autism comes from the word autonomous. And the definition of autonomous is free to make your own decisions. So if you were to describe autistic individuals, maybe the most basic, clear way to do it is these are people who want to be free to make their own decisions, and they're not easily influenced. And sometimes that means they're not easily taught.